Hello everybody, today is the 1st of February 2015. My name is David Pengilly and welcome to my video diary. Today I want to talk about leadership and management, and in one of my other video diaries I talked about the power of trying to do something big, and today I want to talk about just such an example that I experienced. In 1987 I joined the Kirby Company, which is a sales organisation owned by Warren Buffett. It's the cornerstone of his wealth, the first investment that he ever made. And it was a fantastic company that taught me a lot about sales and about leadership and about management. So back then I remember being a very slow starter in the sales business. It took me many months to achieve any form of success. And even though I only sold one Kirby in my first month, I went on to win this award, which was the top salesperson in the division award, and that was in the month of August 1987. I joined the company in January, so it took me 8 months to reach the point where I was the top of over 300 offices around Australasia, so it wasn't a quick process. And after that I moved into management in the company. And this trophy here, I don't know if you can see it, I won this in April of 1988, so the next year. By that time I became the top office manager in the division and won a ski trip in New Zealand because of this performance. So there were 2 or 3 or 4 months in a row when I managed to achieve that accomplishment. And that was some good experience in management. So I want to introduce you to my boss at the time, who was a very motivational character, and his name was Ray Thorpe. There he is there, and on the front cover there it says Ray Thorpe, Auckland, New Zealand, All Flags Division, winner of the Jaguar. He won that Jaguar for 1 month's work with the company, and I want to talk a little bit about his achievements, and that's about leadership. So, inside the book, it talks about Ray's best month in business, March 1988, 1,028 sales. And in actual fact, we sold 1,147 Kirbys in that month, but it was such a phenomenal result. There was just simply too many sales to put all the warranties through in the month. So we managed 1,028 sales warranted in the month, and we had another nearly 200 left over in the month beyond that. So 1,100 plus sales in that month. And that was a world record at the time for the Kirby Company, which had been in existence since 1914. So at that time it was over 70 years. And that performance remains unbeaten to this day. So it really was a tremendous performance. And I just want to read you a little bit that Ray wrote here. He writes, "Who would have thought that this guy with 1 sale in his first month would go on to achieve, with the help of nearly 100 buddies, 1,000 plus sales in 1 month?" That was Ray, a slow starter like myself. He says, "My goal, despite my 1 sale, was to become top distributor and to give 5 years of determined effort towards this aim. I was not going to quit, though in my time as a dealer and area distributor, I must admit I often considered the possibility. I guess my burning desire to succeed overcame all the negatives and obstacles. Now I know negative thoughts bring negative results, and I make opportunities of the obstacles." So that's just a little bit that he wrote in his review of how he came to sell 1,000 Kirbys in 1 month. Now that month of over 1,000 Kirby sales was a turnover in excess of 3 million New Zealand dollars in 1 month, and that made our little company, started up by Ray but with the help of 6 people, the fastest growing company in the history of New Zealand, the fastest growing company ever, and that is also a record which remains unbeaten to this day. So $3 million of turnover in 1 month. We started in November of 1987 and that month was in April of 1988. So within just a few months we had a turnover of in excess of $36 million a year, and on top of that there was also finance income, because a lot of those machines were sold on finance. So it was a really tremendously successful business. And later in the magazine there is a picture of us celebrating that month in business. There we are on board this boat, and there was a team of 6 of us. There's a couple of girlfriends and wives and other people that came on the trip, and that is me on the back of the boat there. So that was the team that set that record. Now, one thing that Ray did very, very well was he set a goal to sell over 1,000 Kirbys in 1 month. You cannot do it by accident. If you do not have that goal and that you do not communicate it to your team and all the workers that you've got in your organisation, there's no way that they can guess what you are thinking. So you have to have a clearly defined strategy and a goal, and you have to communicate that to people. That is one of the secrets of fantastic leadership. And then what he did was he empowered the 6 people who were the key operatives in his business to get the most out of them. And I was one of those, and we went on, whilst he was making sure that we went in the right direction, we went on to sell over 1,000 Kirbys in 1 month. And that is management. It's getting people in the right roles, finding something that they are good at and taking on something big. That is the secret of fantastic leadership. So everything that I've talked to you about today is written in my book, which is called An Audience of Two by David Pengilly. And what you are seeing here is a mock-up of the book. It's a full-length novel. It's a thriller based on this very true story of how we sold 1,000 Kirbys in 1 month. So it's over 300 pages long, and it is available not in paper format but on Amazon as a Kindle ebook. And there you can see it there published. That is actually the book that you receive electronically to your Kindle or your iPad or your computer. And you might be able to see in the top corner that that book sells for 99 pence. So anyone can download it for 99 pence. That is my little book about leadership and management. I hope you read it. Thank you very much for watching.